नमस्कार दोस्तों, फाउंडेशन ऑफ आर्ट एंड कल्चर आज के लाइव सेशन में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता है। आज हमारे साथ हमारे लाइव सेशन में हमसे बातचीत करने आ रहे हैं देश के वरिष्ठ कलाकार इंद्रप्रमित रॉय सर। तो आज हम सभी उनसे बातचीत करेंगे। आप सभी अपने क्वेश्चंस उनसे हमारे पोस्टर में जो नंबर दिया गया है वहाँ कर सकते हैं। हम लाइव सेशन में वो क्वेश्चन उन तक पहुँचाएंगे। थैंक यू। सर का जन्म 1964 में कोलकाता में हुआ। सर ने अपनी शिक्षा विश्व भारती यूनिवर्सिटी एमएसयू व रॉयल कॉलेज ऑफ आर्ट लंदन से की। सर ने देश विदेश में कई एग्जीबिशंस किए हैं तथा सर 1995 से एमएसयू बड़ौदा में पढ़ा रहे हैं। तो चलिए हम सर से बातचीत करते हैं। क्या सर हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं? मुझे सर शो नहीं हो रहे हैं अभी। ओके सर शायद नहीं जुड़े हैं, मैं उनको कॉल करती हूँ। हेलो सर, वी आर वेटिंग। आई एम सेंडिंग यू मैसेज ऑन योर मैसेज ओनली इन इंस्टाग्राम। यस सर, थोड़ी देर में हमें ज्वाइन करेंगे। ओके सर इज
Yes, finally.
नमस्कार सर। फाउंडेशन ऑफ आर्ट एंड कल्चर आपका बहुत
Namaskar.
बहुत स्वागत करता है।
Thank you. And hello
ओके
everybody.
ओके सर, तो हम
Here we go.
शुरुआत करते हैं बड़ौदा के बारे में बात करते हुए। बड़ौदा की एमएस
Okay.
यूनिवर्सिटी भारत भर में विख्यात है। तो आपका अनुभव वहाँ कैसा रहा, क्योंकि आप बहुत टाइम से वहाँ जुड़े हैं।
See, there are two parts of it. इसका दो हिस्सा है. The time when I spent as a student or when I came here as a student and as a teacher, शिक्षक तरीके से मैं ये institution के साथ 1995 से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ. So it's been a long time. It's almost 25 years. And I was here as a student for only 2 years, from 87 to 89, because I did my graduation in Shantiniketan, and that was in printmaking.
Sir, I'm
And then I
disturbing you because
decided to.
we can't hear you properly.
You can't?
We
Okay.
can't hear. We
Will
can't
this
hear
be
you
better?
properly. Yeah, this is better.
Can this
Now,
is
now
better?
it's
Okay.
audible. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll hold it here. Okay.
For
So
some time.
87, when I moved to Baroda, I wanted to actually change from printmaking to painting. And I heard about names of Ghulam Sheikh and Jyoti Bhatt. I didn't hear much about Nasreen at that point, although she did teach me. And so the atmosphere was very different because Shantiniketan ultimately was a rural setup, and I spent 5 years there. And after that, Baroda was again living in a city. It's a small city. I grew up in Kolkata, so I'm very an urban person. मैं शहर का ही हूँ बंदा, तो मेरे लिए शांति निकेतन was a bit of a shock initially. It took me a while to get used to that. Then I fell in love with the place, of course. It has much to offer. But then when I wanted to shift, after spending 5 years, 5 साल वहाँ बिताने के बाद मैंने सोचा कि चलो अभी पेंटिंग करते हैं. मुझे कुछ लिमिटेशन महसूस होने लगा in print making. I wanted to expand. And interestingly, that same year, in 87, in the summer, I went to Bhopal. That's when I met Akhilesh and Yusuf and Swamiji and everybody, Iyer. And it was a great time. We went there as student. And I also met up with two people who came from Baroda. One of them is Shishir Bhattacharya, who's a very established artist and cartoonist in Bangladesh now. And the other was Mayur K. Gupta, who was my classmate. So they came from Baroda. So I met them and made some friendships. और मेरा 1 साल के ऊपर हैं पंकज पवार. He was already in Baroda. So 7 of us came after a long time from Shantiniketan to Baroda. And of that, I think 6 of us got in different departments. And I was with another fellow, we were in painting. तो शेख भाई को मिलने गए थे बिकॉज आई हैड अ स्कॉलरशिप, द जूनियर फेलोशिप, जूनियर स्कॉलरशिप समथिंग, वो दिल्ली से मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कल्चर जो देते हैं ना. एंड आई वाज रजिस्टर्ड विथ माय टीचर इन शांति निकेतन शनतकर, सो आई हैड टू चेंज दैट. एंड ही सेड पहले तुमको एडमिशन मिल जाए उसके बाद हम देखेंगे. आई सेड ओके फाइन. तो एडमिशन तो मिल गया एंड देन आई शिफ्टेड एंड आई यूज टू फील अ बिट कट ऑफ बिकॉज मेरे क्लासमेट्स में ज़्यादातर ऐसे लोग ऐसे थे जो कि बड़ौदा में 4 साल पढ़े उसके पहले. सो दे वेर ऑल बेसिकली फ्रॉम बड़ौदा एंड आई वॉज नॉट फ्रॉम बड़ौदा, सो आई केम फ्रॉम एल्सवेयर. But it was a great learning experience. Sheikh Bhai was on leave. He was on sabbatical for a year. So we were pretty much left to our own devices. Rekha Rodvitya came and taught us for a month, which was a very important time because she kind of motivated us. And I have never seen somebody like Rekha before. So it was quite a, revelation that teachers can be that forceful and that articulate. तो उसके बाद 1 साल के बाद शेख भाई लौट के आए. ही वॉज मोस्टली इन द US और देन ही स्टार्टेड टेकिंग रेगुलरली आवर हिस्ट्री ऑफ पेंटिंग क्लासेस, विच वॉज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्लास. And Nasreen used to come occasionally, and Jyoti Bhai would come, drop by, very rarely, but he used to. But we were pretty much left to our own devices, and I learned a lot, and I did very bad paintings. I don't share with anybody that period का काम जो है. But I think I needed that. और उसके बाद 1 साल मैंने कनौरिया में बिताया. और उसके बाद मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं कि बड़ौदा में मैं पढ़ाने आ जाऊंगा. आई नेवर थॉट दैट आई विल कम बैक एज अ टीचर. देन आई गॉट द इनलैक स्कॉलरशिप. आई वेंट टू लंदन एंड 2 years after spending time in London and many other places in Europe, I traveled quite extensively. I came back and then I moved to Cholamandal Artist Village in the south. And I was working as a freelance artist living in the village. And then in 95, suddenly um, I got a call from somebody in Baroda saying that Dhumal Saab asked me to call you, that there is a opening for a temporary lecturer, would you like to apply? तो मैंने सोचा ठीक है, अगर पढ़ाना है तो बड़ौदा जैसे इंस्टीट्यूट तो है नहीं, आई वुड लाइक टू गिव इट अ शॉट. सो दैट्स हाउ आई केम. एंड पहले 2-3 साल मैं ऐसा ही एड हॉक टेम्पररी पढ़ाते रहा. एंड देन इन 98 I was tenured. So ever since I'm kind of teaching, and that has been a revelation, because Baroda का इतिहास जो है वो कुछ खास है, because it is the first institute that opened after independence. Because हमारे देश में देखो 3 प्रकार की कला शिक्षण होते आए हैं. You know, one is the traditional गुरु शिष्य परंपरा. The other was the British art schools, which started establishing from 1950s onward. So they have a very British academic model of teaching, and more or less some of it continues till today. The third was the Shantiniketan model that was started by Rabindranath and of course Nandalal Bose. And they were kind of trying to create a nationalistic paradigm which is going against the British art school tradition. Now, ये 3 जो था, इसके अलावा there was a fourth one which was started in Baroda. और बड़ौदा का विशेष ये था कि it started as a university, and then the university considered, और उस जमाने में हमारे जो वाइस चांसलर थी हंसाबेन मेहता, शी वॉज अ वेरी लिटरेट फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग वुमन. थैंक्स टू हर फाइन आर्ट्स वॉज इंक्लूडेड. और 1950 से ये फैकल्टी जो खुले हैं, दिस इज द फर्स्ट इंस्टीट्यूट इन द कंट्री विच वॉज पार्ट ऑफ एन यूनिवर्सिटी एंड स्टार्टेड ऑफरिंग डिग्री. नाउ कला भवन वॉज ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ एन यूनिवर्सिटी, बट इट वॉजंट एट दैट पॉइंट वॉज पार्ट ऑफ दिस डिग्री सिस्टम. इट वॉज डिप्लोमा सिस्टम. सो इन दैट सेंस इट इज़ यूनिक. और दूसरी बात ये है जो ख़ास है, जो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, दैट पीपल केम हियर टू टीच फ्रॉम विद डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड्स. द पहले डीन जो थे हमारे मार्कंड भट्ट साहब, ही वॉज पिक्ड अप बाय हंसा मेहता फ्रॉम अमेरिका. ही वॉज इन एन इंस्टीट्यूट कॉल्ड द बार्न्स फाउंडेशन. Barnes Foundation was also quite a unique place in America, because Mr. Barnes made a lot of money by selling some medicine that he made for the eye. When he spent all his money in collecting European and contemporary American art. But his idea of art was quite unique, that he did not divide art in periods, कि इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद ये हुआ. इस तरह के उनका डिस्प्ले नहीं था. He would rather look at the formal qualities of art. So अगर पिकासो के बाजू में you feel that an African art is relevant, then he would display it together. So in that sense, that hierarchy that we have between contemporary art and traditional art and folk art and tribal art and outsider art, he kind of broke that down. To him, it was very formal, and but it was quite special. Even in terms of American art education, not too many people were following his system. So it was, and so here comes a man from that system. Then who does he bring? Mr. Bendre, Narayan Sridhar Bendre. And he is, as you know, from Indore, then trained in JJ, and he had that very strong academic background in the British academic model. But also he had been to Shantiniketan, met Nandalal Bose, and he's open to that experimentation. उनके काम से भी ये पता चलता है. And then who comes? Shanko Chaudhary. Where does he come from? He's a direct student of Ram Kinkar Bej. And who does he get? Professor K.G. Subramanian, a direct student of Ramkinkar, Nandlal and Binod Bihari. So you have basically ये तीन जो धाराएं हैं, those three streams came together and formulated a teaching methodology, जिसको हम pedagogy बोलते हैं. The pedagogy, that is the method of teaching, was पहले से ही कुछ हटके था. And one thing was decided in the very beginning, that art history or some kind of a discursive study, ह्यूमैनिटी स्टडी, उसमें कभी कभार साइकोलॉजी भी आ गए, कभी संस्कृत भी पढ़ा है, कभी भाषाओं की दूसरे भाषाओं की चर्चा हुई. देयर लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच वर एक्सपेरिमेंटेड विथ, यू नो, दैट आर्टिस्ट आर नॉट जस्ट अबाउट वर्किंग विद देयर हैंड्स, बट दे आर नेशन बिल्डर्स. दे हैव टू थिंक. एंड स्वतंत्र भारत के जो आर्टिस्ट हैं, they will be not only just craftspeople, they will not work with only their hands, but they will work with their minds, with knowledge, with intelligence, with, you know, so there is a combination of dimag or dil or haath or skill, and that was something underlined from the beginning. Art history department बाद में खुले, you know, it had to wait another आई थिंक 10-11 साल के बाद खुले हैं. बट डिपार्टमेंट के सिवाय आर्ट हिस्ट्री वॉज वेरी मच पार्ट ऑफ द करिकुलम. तो ऐसा नहीं कि जबरदस्ती ठीक है भाई यूनिवर्सिटी में घुस गए तो कुछ तो पढ़ाना ही पड़ेगा बच्चों को, हम डिग्री दे रहे हैं, बीए दे रहे हैं, एमए दे रहे हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं था. इट वॉज फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग इट वॉज इस्टेब्लिश्ड दैट आर्ट एजुकेशन का एक बहुत अहम हिस्सा है कि उनको आर्ट हिस्ट्री या कुछ थियोरिटिकल स्टडीज़ में भी जाना चाहिए. एंड आई थिंक सो दीज आर द वेरी यूनिक फीचर्स जो कि मेंटेन्ड होते हुए आए. और ब्रिटिश आर्ट स्कूल में एक बहुत बड़ा बदलाव आया इन द late 60s. There was William Coldstream report, which is very important in British art pedagogy. When that appeared, Mani Saab was in England, and so he got to know about the William Coldstream report. तो फिर मनी साहब जो वापस आए, दैट इज केजी सुब्रमण्यम आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, तो उसका भी असर पड़ा. और उसके बाद लगातार हम बहुत नसीबदार हैं एक तरीके से कि पहले से ही विद इन द 5 years of establishment of the school, the first generation of students like Jyoti Bhai himself and quite a few others, next year was Sheikh Bhai, they all joined as faculty. शेख भाई तो जब पढ़ रहे थे खुद एमए में तभी क्लासेस लेना शुरू कर दिए थे, बिकॉज मरकंड भट्ट साहब उनको बुला के बोला तो क्या है तुम एक तरफ पढ़ो दूसरे तरफ पढ़ाओ, तो जूनियर्स के क्लास उन्होंने तभी लेना शुरू कर दिए थे. एंड ही वॉज एक्चुअली टीचिंग नॉट इन पेंटिंग बट इन आर्ट हिस्ट्री. सो 20 साल से ज़्यादा उन्होंने आर्ट हिस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट में पढ़ाया. And he, as you know, is a painter, is a poet, he is a writer, he is a philosopher of sorts, and he was. So ये जो हम यूजुअली डिस्टिंग्विश करते हैं ना कि जो वो तो प्रैक्टिकल स्ट्रीम के हैं, स्टूडियो प्रैक्टिस के बच्चे हैं, उनको थियोरी से क्या लेना देना है, चलो ठीक है कुछ पढ़ाना पड़ता है, यूनिवर्सिटी बोल दिए हमको हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, मगर उससे उनका कोई ना तो दिलचस्पी है ना इंस्टीट्यूट का कोई लगाव है, ऐसा नहीं था कभी भी. And that I think is very unique. And so after that, whichever art school was established in India, Baroda was more or less a model. And Shantiniketan also converted to the degree system, but that happened in the 70s. But they had art history as part of it. So they are probably the only exception. But uske siwaye, most of the art schools woke up to the fact that art is not just about teaching skills, but it's actually making people to look and to think and to make people think. You have to be intellectually aware. Now, unless and until you have that in your pedagogy, it is very difficult to establish as an add-on. And in Baroda, so that part was never an add-on. It was very much part of it from day one, which is, I'm very proud of that tradition, and I think that is the most unique feature of this institute.
Okay, sir. Sir, अभी भी ना साउंड में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है. People are commenting sound. तो Can you
Sound,
try something? Yeah,
sound is
sound is not
incoming.
coming. Yeah, sound is a problem right now.
अरे
Okay.
मैं तो बहुत चिल्ला चिल्ला
Now
के
can you
बात
hear
कर रहा हूँ.
us?
Can't hear,
Okay.
can't hear.
हाँ तो वही.
Yeah?
ओके हम फिर से ट्राई करते हैं नाउ.
Can you hear
मे बी
me? Hello?
मेरा साउंड भी प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है क्या? Okay.
मेरा साउंड में
ठीक है हम.
प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है कि उन्नति के साउंड में प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है?
इट्स ओके नाउ.
It's okay now. Okay, fine.
या. ओके. सर बचपन में आपने थिएटर में
So
कुछ
I'll have to
काम किया
speak
क्या
into
आप?
the microphone, I think. हाँ, sorry, बोलिए.
यस यस यस.
हाँ हाँ बोलिए
आपने
बोलिए,
बचपन
sorry
में
sorry.
थिएटर में कुछ इंटरेस्ट था? आपने कुछ मूवीज में भी
Yes,
काम
yes,
किया?
yes, yes. Movies नहीं, I acted in one movie by Satyajit Ray,
ओके.
Ghare Baire, when I was finishing school. Because you see, I was in a school which was very also an alternative school in Kolkata called Pathabhavan, which is modeled after the Shantiniketan Pathabhavan. And there was a lot of stress on art and cultural activities there. And it was a school which did not believe in examination. It was a school which didn't believe in corporal punishment. It was a completely secular school. दुनिया भर के स्कूल में सरस्वती पूजा होता था, हमारे स्कूल में नहीं होता था, because we did not subscribe to any particular religion or religious culture, and that was very clear. So in many aspects that school was very unique, and Satyajit Ray was one of the founder members of the school. The school actually started in 1965. I was just 1 year old, and then by the time I joined, there were 3-4 batches which were senior to me. So I am one of the sort of older members of the faculty. और हमारे स्कूल से काफ़ी सारे आर्टिस्ट निकल आए, लंबा लिस्ट है. So and my exposure to theatre was mainly because my father is a theatre artist, and he was an actor primarily. Then he, from late 1980s, he also became the director, and he has all throughout his life has worked in theatre. He was very proud to call himself a man of theatre, and not professional theatre, but what in Bengal is known as the group theatre movement, which started as an offshoot of IPTA, and then it grew, and 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and he was active till 2000 and mid 2000 and की पहली दशक का 2005-6 तक. I think 2006 was his last production. He died in 2010. So my first exposure to culture was theatre, and of course all the actors were the kakas and masis and mamas and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I grew up with theatre. That was my first, I mean, had I not been an artist, a visual artist, I probably would have been an actor. But that was a conscious decision on my part at some point. I could have gone there, but I did not, and I chose not to. I wanted to find a way for myself, and I thought I would not be able to grow very much under the shadow of my father's influence or whatever. I don't know. I mean, and I'm quite happy. So theatre, yes, I did act, but I rarely acted under my father. I was very clear about that. So I made my own team. I acted on my own. I was exposed to theatre. I saw a lot of good theatre at an age when people were hardly aware of it. And I was also very interested in backstage, in props, in lights, and the technicalities of it. But then I got 2 opportunities to act in the direction of my father, but that was towards the end of my school life. But throughout my school life, I did things on my own. So that has nothing to do with my father. The fact that my father was in theatre, my mother is also very culturally, she's still living. She's almost touching 90 now. She lives on her own, and God bless, she's keeping in good health. And so both of them have been very encouraging. I grew up with a lot of art books, a lot of books on theatre, images, and Academy of Fine Arts was the center of theatre performances of the group theatre, and that also had an exhibition wing. So I'll go earlier for performances, and I will roam around in exhibitions. So through the sort of 70s, I have seen exhibitions which very few people in my generation have seen. And some of them I still remember very vividly. Then the annual exhibition of art and culture, the Academy of Fine Arts. So I've been kind of exposed to it. So that way I've been quite lucky.
Good.
Yeah. So theater was there, but and I did, but visual art was also there. And when it came to making a choice, I think it was quite clear in my head what I wanted to do. So there wasn't much of a confusion. वो फिल्म में एक्टिंग का प्रॉब्लम ये है कि लोग आशा करते हैं कि एक किया तो फिर आप करते जाओगे. So when I decided that no, this is, I mean, if I get an opportunity now, I would do one or two things. I mean, I love the art of acting. But as a profession, as a whole time thing, I don't think I was cut for that, and I think I have chose the right path, and I'm quite happy about it.
सर आपके चित्र नाइटस्केप कहे जाते हैं एंड आप ग्रे स्केल चूज करते हैं, तो इसका चुनाव आप कैसे करते हैं और इस बारे में कुछ कहिए.
See, these are all phases. I think I am, as an artist, am interested. What I have realized is that I am interested in tones. I am more interested in tones than in colors. So, अगर काम आपको primarily tonal करना है, then थोड़ा colors तो कम ही हो जाता है because आप tone पे ध्यान दे रहे हो. And I am kind of getting rid of many things. You may have noticed that I have not dealt with human figures for a long time because I felt कि human figure के बावजूद भी you can create a माहौल, you can create an atmosphere जहाँ पे human presence है. तो उसके लिए आपको ह्यूमन फिगर दिखाना ज़रूरी नहीं है. और कभी कभार वो थोड़ा एब्स्ट्रैक्शन की ओर चले जाते हैं, कभी कभार वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा फिगरेटिव. व्हेन आई से फिगरेटिव आई मीन रिकग्नाइजेबल ऑब्जेक्ट्स, नॉट फिगर्स की ओर जाते हैं. सो इट काइंड ऑफ इज़ अ पेंडुलम एंड आई एम अ वेरी इम्पेशेंट पर्सन. आई कैनॉट रियली स्टिक अराउंड एंड से कि मैं एक साइज का 50 काम कर दूंगा. ये मेरे से होता नहीं. आई डू समथिंग, देन आई फील लाइक आई विल डू समथिंग एल्स. आई गेट very easily bored with myself, if I'm repeating myself. So yes, it is tonal, it is less color, but that doesn't mean that I'm not interested in color. I am, but what I realize is that I'm primarily interested in tones. तो उसमें जहाँ तक color आती है, जहाँ तक नहीं आते हैं तो I am not chasing after color. I'm not deliberately trying to make a painting colorful. I am basically after tones and kind of mood, and now increasingly I feel that text is coming. Some kind of a text is appearing, and I think that is also text is also visual, right? You read the text, but you read it through your eyes. So why not club them together? And I heard Ramesh was speaking about text in his work day before yesterday. And I quite agree, because it kind of, there was a point of time when any text would have meant that, this painting is becoming illustrative. Now, I think we have passed that stage. And it is not illustrative in the sense that the painting is not necessarily talking about the text. Sometimes things are better spoken indirectly. आप obliquely किसी को छू के जाते हो, जैसे कविता, it doesn't necessarily have to talk directly about it. उसमें हम रूपक का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, उसमें हम metaphors use करते हैं. So similarly, the text is a parallel reading which perhaps engages the mind more and helps you to enter the work. Beyond that point, it is not a prescriptive or descriptive text कि वो क्या है वो ही बता रहे हैं. It is talking about something else which is like a parallel dialogue. तो आप ये मान लो कि it's like two musical instruments playing. It's like a percussion and a string instrument. अगर दोनों को साथ में लाया गया तो you have a third entity. It is not just the percussion, it's not just the string instrument, but it is making one music. And I think that is what I'm kind of attempting to. I don't know how much it is it will happen or whether it will reach out. But as an artist, I'm always interested in communication. I'm not interested in just doing and saying what I want to do. I want to also see how it gets across. And I think that is important for all artists, because basically what are artists? If you're not trying to communicate, then what are you trying to do? You know, people say that I'm doing it for myself. Yes, of course I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also interested in sharing it. And if I can engage you with more elements, then I will. I will go out of my way to do that. And I'm enjoying using the text both as a visual element as well as the textual element. मतलब text दिख कैसे रहा है और text बोल क्या रहा है, दोनों aspect मुझे fascinate कर रहे हैं. So the text is probably the newest entrance. I have used it before, but not so extensively and not so prominently. और वो मैं अभी फिलहाल वही चल रहा है and I'm quite interested. Let's see where it goes.
सर, एक कला शिक्षक को कैसा होना चाहिए और आपने अपने कला शिक्षकों से क्या-क्या सीखा, और इस बारे में कुछ बोलिए.
Oh, I've been very fortunate. And Kala Shikshak is not only college or university ke shikshak, wo to hai hi. I've been very fortunate to have people like, I said, there was in Baroda, I had Ghulam Sheikh, I had Nasreen Mohammadi, I had even Rekha Rudvitya for a little while, I had Jyoti Bhatt, and in Shantiniketan, I had brilliant teachers like R. Shivakumar, who was art history professor. We had Kanchan Chakravarti, who was also in art history. Then we had Sanatkar, who was the head of the Department of Printmaking, an extremely dedicated teacher. I would like to, have 20% of his dedication in teaching. He would be a man who would actually be there, help you, and go home walking in that summer heat and come back in an hour's time walking all the way because you are taking a print. And that kind of dedication is very rare. And Sheikh Bhai jaise log jo, it's so effortlessly can move from tradition to contemporary to theory and his depth of knowledge is absolutely fascinating. And over and above all these, I was also very fortunate to be close to Mani Saab, whom I kind of met in Shantiniketan because he moved to Shantiniketan in 1980 from Baroda. And so the last 82, I think 2000, mid 90s tak, end of 90s tak he was mostly in Shantiniketan. Then he moved back to Baroda again. So I'm very fortunate actually that I had him in Shantiniketan, I had him. Also then there were lots of visiting artists who would come, some Paul Lindgren to Taib Mehta to, a lot of people who came, Paramjit Singh, and they would come talk. In Baroda also there was a series of people. Actually my first solo show was given to me by Krishan Khanna. Then I was also very fortunate to meet Swaminathan in Bhopal. And then when I was in Cholamandal, I had some very nice people. There's P. Gopinath and there's Douglas. And Adimulam sir used to be living next door. So but what I was trying to say is that before that, when it started, I think there are 3-4 people that I am very thankful to. And they are not really known in the art world. Ek to my parents, of course, that goes without saying. Without them, they were the first teachers. I had a kaka who used to bring me art material every birthday as a gift. And he still is alive, and I'm very thankful to him. He's actually a man of theatre, but he had interest in visuals. Then there was another gentleman who used to make sketches of theatre called Dipen Shen. He's dead. And he was the man who introduced me to charcoal and Conti for the first time. Then there was a colleague of my father's. He used to teach. He was a professor of drama in Ravindra Bharati University, and his colleague was in the set department. I am forgetting his name, but he taught me many things like paper cutting. He actually taught me. I still remember one point perspective, vanishing point. I was like, wow. And this was much before I was in school then. I think I was in middle school, and it was like magic. And then my school, I had two very important teachers. One was Sumitra Narayan, who happened to be the sister of Shyam Benegal, and she studied in Shantiniketan, and she was a teacher, and she was excellent in crafts. Her hand was like, whatever she touched, she would make something out of it. ये आजकल हम art from waste की बात करते हैं ना, she was like a magician, you know. And she taught us many things like to stitching, to batik, and she also taught a bit of art history towards the end. And the other person whom I'm very thankful to, who was also inspirational for sending me to an art college, because I was reasonably good in my studies. So when the 12th ka result came out, some of my teachers wanted me to pursue academics. But this gentleman, Gautam Chaudhary, he's still active, he's an artist. He was insistent that no, I must go to an art college, and preferably Shantiniketan. I was torn between whether to go to Calcutta or whether to go to Shantiniketan. He was very clear. So Gautam Chaudhary is somebody I'm very thankful to. So these are the people, and these are the people who make the sort of art environment. And I think everybody who comes to an art college has at least one person in their life who tells them. Even the boy who comes from a tribal village, ना कोई एक जन तो बोला होगा कि भाई तुम जो कर रहे हो इसके लिए कॉलेज है, तुम वहाँ जाओ. तो ये जो इकोसिस्टम है, इन लोग जो दूर दूर पे रह के काम करते हैं, गांव गांव में ऐसे लोग एक आध दो आपको मिल ही जाते हैं, अदरवाइज यू none of us would be here. I am very fortunate because I grew up in a family which was very supportive, but that is not the case with many people. So they need this person, and I think everybody should be mighty thankful and remember them, that these are the people who are selflessly pushing you from the background. And I will remain thankful to them for the rest of my lives. Without them, I wouldn't be what I am. So yes, I am very fortunate, very, very fortunate. But even for less fortunate people, I think there is just that one person who eggs you, who pushes you, who knows a little bit, and then he directs you in this direction. And I think it's very important for all of us to remember such people, because अगर वो नहीं होते तो हम नहीं होता.
सर, आपने गुलाम मोहम्मद शेख सर का नाम लिया, क्या आप हमें उनके बारे में कुछ बोलेंगे?
Yes, there are many things I can tell you. Sheikh Bhai's those theory classes I was talking about, na, and he would often ask a student to go and fetch the plate. उस जमाने में slides भी था, मगर slides थोड़ा जल्दी discolored हो जाता था, उसका थोड़ा limitations था. Sheikh Bhai wanted to talk with say 70-80 images पीछे. So in our classroom we had a soft board, और पहले जाके वहाँ पे प्लेट्स लगाना पड़ता था. तो वो काम कभी कभार मुझे सौंपा जाता था फॉर वट एवर रीज़न. ही टुक अ फैंसी दैट चलो इस बंदा को भेजते हैं. तो उस वक्त मुझे बहुत सारे प्लेट्स देखने को मिल गए हैं. और बड़ौदा में और भी एक चीज़ था उस ज़माने में जो और कहीं नहीं था, विच इज़ एन आर्काइव, विजुअल आर्ट की आर्काइव. जब ये गूगल के ज़माने, गूगल बाबा तो नहीं थे तब, सो उसके पहले यू नीडेड अ लॉट ऑफ विजुअल रेफरेंसेस. आप कोई भी, एंड बुक्स वेर ऑल्सो रेयर ऑन Indian art or traditional Indian art. So Baroda, Ratan Parimu sir was very involved in this. Even Sheikh Bhai has contributed to it. So the art history department has an archive. It still has it. अभी digitization का काम चल रहा है. So वहाँ पे कोई भी जाके plates देख सकते हैं, images. और images are collected very painstakingly. कभी कोई magazine में निकला है वो काट के लाया, कभी photograph हैं, कुछ foreign magazine से references हैं, and it covers more or less whole of Western art and Indian art. And Indian art is very extensive, और Indian art का visuals मिलना तब तो और भी मुश्किल था. तो वो plates हम लेने जाते थे और लगाने के लिए, और लगाते थे भी in order, and then he would take these classes. So that was an opportunity for me to go through a lot of plates, and I had to sometimes use my brain to choose कि ये लूँ कि ये लूँ. And most of the time, Sheikh Bhai was quite happy with my choice. और I remember once he was एक कहानी बताता हूँ. Once एक he was teaching us about Ajanta, and impromptu he said चलो अजंता टूर पे जाते. So we booked a minibus और चल पड़े हम. Only the MA students, और उसमें से भी सब लोग तो नहीं आए थे, ज़्यादातर से लोग आए थे. And I had a we had a British classmate, Mark Cazalet. He also came, and there were 2 Sri Lankan students, and I was very thick with them. And now my wife Shubha, who was also my classmate, it's for her I went to Cholamandal artist village, पर वो दूसरी कहानी है, उसमें अभी शायद जाने की मौका नहीं है. So she and all of us, she was not in painting, she was in printmaking, and she came and joined us. So we all went, and it was great fun because it was so impromptu. It was not like an official excursion. There was a small group of people, some ex-students also came, and we all went, and Sheikh Bhai was very eloquently talking about Ajanta, the historicity of it. And then we walked into cave, 16 or 17, one of those caves with lots of painted narratives of the Jataka stories. And he was explaining that, imagine when in those days there was no electricity. उस जमाने में थोड़ा वो कुछ spotlights वगैरह लगे हुए थे वहाँ पे देखने के लिए. अंधेरा ही था गुफा के अंदर. And he said that imagine all these things are not there, it's dark. You enter this cave with a diya in your hand, with a lamp in your hand, and you are moving from one image to another. And the lamp light is illuminating portions of the mural. And as you move from portion to portion, the story, the narration of it is revealing yourself. It is such a cinematic experience. And I thought, wow, this kind of opens your eyes, and you start enjoying the narrative in a different way. Then of course his method of teaching art history was very different. He wouldn't actually go in a sort of sequential manner, कि इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद ये हुआ. He would rather talk about, say, the art of the book, and how the Arabs were so fond of their books, and the art of book flourished in Arabia because they were basically nomadic people, so they couldn't build things like Persians could, Indians could, permanent structures. But in Arab, because people didn't have one particular place, they were itinerant, they were moving from one place to another, they were nomadic people. So their books became very important, and why book is so important. So he was basically trying to make a connection between the art that is produced and the society that produced it. And I think that connection is very important, because sometimes in our artistic classes we tend to think that ये स्वयंभू है, आर्ट अपने आप उगता है, और इसके लिए ना कोई सोसाइटी चाहिए, ना कोई एटमॉस्फेयर चाहिए, ना कोई कॉन्टेक्स्ट चाहिए, ये एकदम बिल्कुल स्वतंत्रता से अपने आप उग जाते हैं. वैसा तो नहीं है. It is all dependent on context, it's all dependent on your tradition, your culture, and a lot of other things, and politics, even economics, geography, and all that. He would used to underline that. So yes, that was great. The other artist I have many fond stories about is Mani Saab, of course, because he was another league. Do you have time for that? Shall I
Yes,
share one or two
definitely. Yes, definitely we can.
narrations? Yeah. You see, when I was a student in Shantiniketan, एक ट्रेडिशन बना था, जो लोग जितने जैसे सीनियर होते जाते हैं तो मणि साहब को काम दिखाने ले जाते थे. ही हैड अ रूम on the second floor of the building which he painted subsequently. जो अभी वो black and white mural जो दिखता है शांति निकेतन में, उसी बिल्डिंग के एक कमरा था उनके दूसरे माल पे. वहाँ पे हम जाया करते थे. पहले दिन जाके बोलते थे, सर कल इस समय पे आऊँ, तो if he gives him a time you go and meet him. तो हमारे में से दीपक भट्टाचार्य करके हमारे एक खास दोस्त था, and he was very aware, and he and his elder brother used to know a lot of artists. तो राम कुमार साहब को जानते थे, हुसैन साहब को जानते थे, and he came after his graduation, so he was a little more matured than all of us. So he had the courage. बाद में उन्होंने पेंटिंग प्रिंट मेकिंग कुछ नहीं किया. he did art history actually, but I was very aware and very articulate. And this one funny story I remember that Deepak was making these very gestural abstract works. और क्लास हमारा चल रहा है ट्रेडिशनल टेम्परा पेंटिंग का, तो उनको तो जीरो मिलते मिलते बच गया किसी हालत में, वो पास किया 40 नंबर मार्क्स लेके। तो वो काम बहुत सारे किया था, एक जुट्टा बना के वो मनी साहब को मिलने गए। एंड देन ही एंड हिज टिपिकल वे वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग थिंग्स टू मनी साहब कि ये मैं जेस्चर किया है, दीज आर ऑल कमिंग फ्रॉम spontaneity and gestural marks. And मणि साहब का एक ये था, he would just flip through the works and say और एक एक करके देखते जाएंगे और आपको लगेगा ये तो कुछ देख ही नहीं रहा है, क्या बोलेंगे। And then he would pull out one work and keep it aside, pull out one work and keep it aside. उसके बारे में ही बाद में दो चार बात बोलेंगे। And they were usually quite humorous, sometimes quite acerbic, and it could cut. And this is one such story. So दीपक ले गया था, दीपक was doing these gestural things, तो हमने सोचा बोला होगा कुछ, पर दूसरे दिन से देखा दीपक बेचारा फिगरेटिव काम करने लगे, बड़ा स्टडीज वडीज ध्यान से करने लगा। Why is he changed his mode from this gestural abstraction to figuration? We couldn't figure out. So we asked Deepak कि what happened, क्या हुआ था? So दीपक said, अरे यार पूछ मत, मैंने तो मणि साहब को दिखाने ले गया और मणिदा को हम बता रहे थे ये है जेस्चरल है, स्पॉन्टेनियस है वगैरह वगैरह, तो उन्होंने तो एक भी काम ठीक से नहीं देखा। आई जस्ट रैन थ्रू द होल थिंग। एंड देन ही लुक्ड एट मी एंड सेड, तुमने बंदर देखा? ही सेड इन बांग्ला कि तुमने बंदर देखा? तो शांति निकेतन में है, बंदर नहीं देखा ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता है, सभी ने देखा है, बंदर कैंपस में आया करता है, बड़ौदा में भी आता है। तो हाँ, तो बोला बंदर को खुजली जब आता है ना, वो खुजली करते हैं, वो भी उसको भी स्पॉन्टेनियस कहे जाते हैं। बस इतने बोल के छोड़ दिया उसको, और दूसरे दिन से बंदा फिगरेटिव बन गया। तो आप समझो, तो इस तरह का जो एक इस तरह का टीचिंग आई हैव सीन हिम डूइंग, ही यूज्ड टू बी वेरी कटिंग, वेरी टू द पॉइंट। एंड मेरे से भी किए हैं एक दो बार। एक बार मैं पपेट कर रहा था और मेरे पिताजी आए थे शांति निकेतन मिलने, एंड आई वाज वेरी थिन एंड आई वाज व्हाट माय फ्रेंड यूज्ड टू से, यू आर टू डायमेंशनल। एंड तो माय फादर आस्क्ड हिम दैट व्हाट इज ही डूइंग, सो ही सेड तो पपेट करते करते खुद ही पपेट बन रहा है, ऐसा कुछ उन्होंने बोल दिया था। सो ही वाज वेरी ह्यूमरस, बट एट द सेम टाइम ही वाज वेरी मॉडेस्ट इन सम सेंस। कोई भी जा सकते थे, उनका दरवाज़ा शाम को 5 से 7 के बीच में, नो अपॉइंटमेंट्स, नथिंग नीडेड, and the kind of zest for life he had was absolutely astounding. He broke his pair, he broke his leg, and he was bedridden, and there was Rekha actually helped installing a lift in his Baroda home, because his studio was in the first floor and he couldn't walk up the stairs. और एक महीने के लिए I went to Calcutta, then I came back and he was on a wheelchair or something and he could barely stand up and walk, and he said वो पर्दा हटा के देखो and move those curtains and see what is there. And I moved those curtains and there was those 22 little canvases that became that huge mural, which is now in the collection of Sakshi Gallery. I think it was shown in the India Art Fair. That was the largest work that he did. That was 2 years, that was in 2013 or 14, 2 years before he died. And उसके पहले आई रिमेंबर आई मेड अ कॉल वंस एंड ही सेड, मैं शांति निकेतन में हूँ, आई एम ऑन टॉप ऑफ अ स्कैफोल्डिंग, माचान के ऊपर से बात कर रहे थे, एंड ही वाज ऑलमोस्ट 87 86 at that age, and he was standing on that machan and repainting that mural of his. And there was that very interesting story also na, that पहले तो उन्होंने वो भूसा और फेविकॉल मिला के वो पेंटिंग किया, तो 7-8 साल के बाद जब वो पेंटिंग मिटने लगा, बिकॉज ऑफ शांति निकेतन वेदर इज वेरी हार्श, यू हैव द रेन, यू हैव द सन, वो धीरे धीरे मिटने लगा था। तो लोगों ने बोला सर आप उसको थोड़ा टचअप कर देंगे, तो ही सेड हाँ टचअप क्यों, तुम वाइट वॉश कर दो, मैं फिर से दोबारा कर देता। एंड देन ही वॉज इन हिज 80s एंड ही stood up and did that, and then he used the same material. तो लोगों ने बोला सर आप कुछ और, अभी तो टेक्नोलॉजी में बहुत कुछ है, थोड़ा लॉन्ग लास्टिंग कुछ, तो he said नहीं, जब ये मिट जाएगा फिर से कर दूंगा। So the spirit that you can say that when you are 80, and there was a film made by Gautam Ghosh on him where he talks about that every day when I wake up I look out of the window and I see that sunlight falling on that leaf or a flower, एक सूर्य का किरण जो एक पौधे पे गिरता है और मुझे लगता है it's such a beautiful day and it's worth living, you know. So that just for life I think is very important for us to keep. We बहुत जल्दी हम छोड़ देते हैं, बहुत जल्दी हम नेगेटिविटी में चले जाते हैं, बहुत जल्दी हम मान लेते हैं कि हमने तो बहुत स्ट्रगल किया है भाई, स्ट्रगल के बावजूद कुछ नहीं हुआ तो चलो छोड़ छाड़ के कुछ और करते हैं. You know, life of an artist is not a bed of roses, and one has to know some people are lucky, some people are not, but you need to have that fire in that belly to be able to continue, and I think that is very important, and something usually comes out of it. But patience is something that we need very badly, and I think I see a little less patience these days in the younger lot, and so for them my suggestion is that हिम्मत मत हारो और पेशेंस रखो एंड बी ट्रू टू योर सेल्फ. डोंट ट्राई टू प्लीज अदर्स. यू नो, भूपेन का वो पेंटिंग है ना, यू कांट प्लीज ऑल, यू कांट प्लीज ऑल, यू जस्ट हैव टू फर्स्ट प्लीज योर सेल्फ and be happy and be content with what you've got. And look, I mean, what greed has got us as a world. We are facing the worst pandemic in our life, and part of the reason is greed. We are virtually destroying the earth that we have inherited, and we have to live for others. You know, we are not the last inhabitants, and we are not going to be here forever. But do we remember that? We don't. And I think that perspective kahin pe bahut zaruri hai. We must remember that we are not going to be here forever, and we have to leave a better, cleaner, a livable world for people behind us. And we also have to enjoy our time and make the most of it. We have limited time, we have limited resources, nothing is infinite, and we have to make do with it. And all of us have come here with some kind of a purpose, and one has to be confident about what one is doing, you know, and that is very crucial.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are my teachers, and I'm very, very thankful to them for teaching me not only art but lessons of life.
ओके सर, तो आप एक शिक्षक हैं, आप एक चित्रकार हैं, आप ये दोनों रोल आपकी लाइफ में कैसे प्ले करते हैं?
Yeah, you know, it is something that is there. I never thought कि मैं आर्ट टीचर बनूंगा. जब मेरा बड़ौदा में स्टडी ख़त्म हुआ और मैं इंग्लैंड चला गया, आई थॉट वेल दिस इज़ इट, आई विल कम, कभी कभार बड़ौदा आऊँगा, यहाँ गरबा होता है, यहाँ फाइन आर्ट्स फेयर होता है, मेरे दोस्त लोग हैं, मिलने आएंगे, मज़ा करेंगे. बट आई नेवर थॉट दैट यू नो आई विल बी टीचिंग इन बड़ौदा. बट अभी जब मैं पीछे मुड़ के देखता हूँ, when I think about it, when I look back, I realize that even when I was traveling in Europe, no matter where I was going, whether it's contemporary art or whether it is traditional art, whether it's an Renaissance art, whether any historical place I go, I will be madly collecting slides. मेरा budget का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा ये slide collection में चला गया. I mean, why did I do it? I had no idea, but somewhere at the back of my mind I thought that I will someday share them with people. Those who cannot see it need to see it, and I have a moral responsibility of sharing it. So मैं collect करते गए and ढेर सारा collect किया, वापस आया, and then I was in Cholamandal. I had no use of them apart from looking at them once in a while, sharing with close friends. But when I started teaching, some of them came very handy. Unfortunately, the technology changed rather rapidly. Now slides are not required. But when I think about it, now why did I do it? क्यों किया था मैंने वैसा? क्यों मेरा एक बजट का बड़ा हिस्सा मैं इसमें दिया है? I mean, I could have seen, I would have lived better, I could have eaten better, I could have, you know, moved in a little more comfort. But I didn't, and because somewhere I thought that it is very important for me to share it. It's not just I'm seeing it and I will retain it within myself. I think the key thing that a teacher needs to have is this attitude of sharing. You know, if you are not keen on sharing, then you don't make a very good teacher. And what are teachers? Basically, you are somebody who's senior by several years, who has seen a bit more of the world, who has probably tried out a few more things. But anybody, any student जो coming to an art college does not necessarily come like an empty vessel कि आप उसको ज्ञान से भर दोगे. They all come with their ideas, they have some attitudes, they already have their likes and dislikes. आपका काम है उसको थोड़ा मोल्डिंग करना, उसको थोड़ा सा शार्पन करना, उसको थोड़ा चमक देना, and then you see them grow on their own, develop. So your job is basically mentoring them. You know, it's not हाथ पकड़ के कोई किसी को पेंट करना या ड्राइंग करना या स्कल्पचर करना सिखाते नहीं. Art is something that you know is everybody has it, but हमारा स्कूलिंग सिस्टम ऐसा है, उसको हम पहले ही मार देते हैं, पहले मार्क्स करके या ये all this mugging up. And basically, if you look at our school system, we think anybody who can read, write, and remember is Sikshit, is educated. These 3 R's: reading, writing, and remembering. But there is more to life than that, you know. Those who can draw, those who can paint, those who can enjoy the smell, those who can listen to good music, those who have an ear for poetry. These things are never really encouraged in our school system. So, as a teacher, you have, when you are teaching art in a higher education institute, when people have already finished their schoolings and have come, they come from all kinds of places. You know, they come from tribal areas in interior villages to a very fancy school in the city, where they may have an art room with all kinds of facilities and some exposure to art. So you are basically dealing with a cross section of people. हर किस्म के लोग हैं, और सरकारी schools में ये और भी ज़्यादा हैं because the fees are less, so you have all kinds of people. और and I'm very thankful that कुछ reservation के जरिए भी कुछ बच्चे आ पाते हैं जो कि otherwise would not have got in, and it's working out fine. I think that system needs to be encouraged rather than focusing entirely on quality but private education, which is so expensive, because education should be something affordable. So as the role of the teacher is basically to also hold their hands, give them confidence, make them see things, expose them to a lot of things which they otherwise were not, and try to see what is already in there and bringing it out. So you are not molding somebody, you are actually watching them and trying to modify their ways so that the best in them can come out, you know. And if you are ready to do that, you will also have to be ready to with 2 things. You have to be generous with your time, and you have to be generous with your experience. You should be willing to share, and if you have these 2 qualities, you have the ability.
Sir, I
to
will
teach.
stop you for some seconds. I will stop you.
Yes.
क्योंकि अभी थोड़ी देर में वीडियो कट हो जाएगा, तो मैं
Okay.
कट करके फिर से आपको ज्वाइन करता हूँ. आप सभी 2 मिनट रुकिए, हम फिर से लाइव होंगे सर के साथ.
Shall I leave the site
Yeah.
then, or should I stay here?
You should be staying here. I'll come again.
Okay, fine.